Chuck Mikatinick, Hector Ledesma, Kevin Cuenca. This is Maximum Sports.
And the rubber game goes to the Spurs. And when we say rubber, we mean bounced, as in right out of the gym. The Lakers took the first meeting of the season, and that might be the game that woke up the Spurs for good. The Spurs, more specifically Tony Parker and Tim Duncan, set the tone very early in this one. The Spurs hung 32 on the Lakers and never looked back en route to a 61% night from the floor. Then, to start the third quarter, the Spurs amped it up even more on both ends of the floor. They scored 35 and held the Lakers to 21, and that was the ball game. 121-97 the final. Parker, Duncan, and Manu Ginobili all scored at least 20 points, and the march towards the postseason rolling continues.
I think overall, everybody was very focused, tried to control the boards. Last time we played here, they really killed us on the boards, and against them, you have to control that.
If you're hoping the Spurs can hang on to that top seed in the West, I'd say their chances are pretty good, no matter who ends up playing down the stretch. Can we start that part over? Sorry. Okay. If you're hoping the Spurs can hang on to that top seed in the West, I'd say their chances are pretty good, no matter who ends up playing down the stretch. The Spurs have just one game left against a team with a winning record, and that's Phoenix on Wednesday night. Remember, the Spurs have a one-game lead in the loss column over Oklahoma City and own the tiebreaker against those guys, which means the Thunder actually have to make up 2 games on the Spurs before the end of the regular season. And that's going to be tough to do because the Thunder only have 3 games left, and 2 of those are against very solid teams. The Thunder take on the Lakers tomorrow on the road and then host the Kings and the Nuggets at the end of the season later this week. Welcome to Max Spurs Live, the official team show of the Silver and Black. Little by little, we're starting to see glimpses of what Manu... Can we start that? Sorry. Welcome to Max Spurs Live, the official team show of the Silver and Black. Little by little, we're starting to see glimpses of what Manu Ginobili means to the Spurs when he's whole. Last night, it's not just the scoring, but it's the ability to see the floor and see things develop long before anybody else. Of course, we're talking about one of the best passes we've seen from the Spurs maybe all year. And it started out because the Spurs were scrambling and hustling all over the floor, even in the middle of a blowout in the fourth quarter. Thiago Splitter corrals the rebound, and then Manu Ginobili does his best Aaron Rodgers, throws a seed right through 2 sets of hands and into the mitts of Matt Bonner, who may have been the only person on the floor who